More than 2 decades and 37 surgeries on, Kusnul Khotimah is still suffering from the night she survived the Bali bombings.
I get skin medication because I suffer from 70% burns. I also get orthopedic aid because I still have shrapnel in my body, 4 in my feet and 1 in my breast. I receive medication for nerves too.
In 2002, more than 200 people were killed in the terrorist attacks, including 88 Australians and 38 Indonesians. For her recovery, Ms. Khotimah relies on support from Indonesia's Victim and Witness Protection Agency, the LPSK.
The LPSK is also funding checkups and treatments for my teeth. After the Bali bombing incident, I lost almost all of my teeth. Here, I'll show you.
Indonesia's President Prabowo Subianto has announced $19 billion in budget cuts to fulfill his election promises. That includes his controversial free lunch program. He's already slashed the LPSK by more than 50% to $6 million a year. Ms. Khotimah, who makes $4 a day at her food stall, is worried about accessing services she depends on.
For my treatments to go without LPSK's aid, it's impossible. I'll no longer lead a normal life.
The government's budget cuts have also fueled growing frustration among Indonesian youth. Dark Indonesia protests took over the country in recent weeks, with students opposing government policies.
The first demand is to get rid of the President's order on budget efficiency. Second, we refuse a national strategic project that doesn't align with the people. Third is to evaluate the free meals program.
Money from the budget cuts have contributed to a new sovereign wealth fund called Danantara, aimed at boosting economic growth. The President has pledged transparency, but that hasn't assuaged fears over potential mismanagement.
If Danantara uses the funds from the budget efficiency, in my opinion, it is not appropriate. Danantara must be managed in a business-like manner with the injection of funds from the state. Otherwise, this will signal to investors that its management from the beginning is not clear or sustainable enough.
Despite all the changes, recent polling shows President Prabowo Subianto has an approval rating of 80%, showing he's a long way from having spent all of his political capital. Madeline Lo-Booth, ABC News.